Hey, second grade, this is Miss Paula. Remember that last week we talked about pronouns? I want you to think back and tell me, what is a pronoun? So, a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun or nouns. Words like we and they are pronouns that name more than one person, place, thing, or animal. Now, just as there are singular and plural nouns, there are also singular and plural pronouns. Remember that singular means we are only talking about one person, place, thing, or animal. Some singular pronouns could be I, he, she, or it. Now remember that plural means we are talking about more than one person, place, thing, or animal. Some plural pronouns could be we and they. Let's look at this worksheet together. So, follow along with me. Put your finger on the word singular. This is where I'm going to start reading. Singular and plural pronouns. He, she, and it are pronouns that name only one. We and they are pronouns that name more than one. So here's the first example. Carl likes to play. He goes to the park. He is a pronoun that names one person, Carl. Okay, here is the second example. Carl and Dale are friends. They will go to the park. They is a pronoun that names more than one, Carl and Dale. All right, so the directions at the top say, circle the pronouns that name only one. Underline the pronouns that name more than one. Okay. So what am I going to do when I find pronouns that name only one? I am going to circle them. And what am I going to do when I find pronouns that name more than one? I am going to underline them. And then at the bottom it says, write the pronouns in the chart. Okay? So let's read this passage together. Put your finger on the word Carl. And I will begin. Carl and Dale were unhappy. They wanted to play at the park, but it was closed. The park closed before sundown. We should try to have the park stay open later, Dale said. He learned about petitions on the internet. Carl and Dale started a petition. They asked neighbors to sign it. The city council read the petition and passed a new rule. Now the park stays open later. Okay, so I saw a lot of pronouns here. I saw some that named only one, and then I saw some pronouns that named more than one. So did you find any? I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to go through the passage and circle the pronouns that name only one and underline the pronouns that name more than one. If you need time to do this, please pause the video. Okay, I'm going to continue. So, Carl and Dale were unhappy. They wanted to play at the park, but it was closed. The park closed before sundown. We should try to have the park stay open later, Dale said. He learned about petitions on the internet. Carl and Dale started a petition. They asked neighbors to sign it. The city council read the petition and passed a new rule. Now the park stays open later. Okay, so now you have circled and underlined your pronouns. Now you can go ahead and write those. in the chart below. So remember, the pronouns that name only one are the ones that you circled. The pronouns that name more than one are the ones that you underlined. Pause the video so that you can write those in the chart. You can do this on your whiteboard. And then I will give you the answers at the end. Okay, so pronouns that name only one, you should have the following pronouns: it, he, and it again. Then for the pronouns that name more than one, those are the ones that you underlined, you should have these pronouns: they, we, and they again. Okie dokie. Good job, friends.